Alrighty, everybody, it's that time again. It's time for our favorite day of the week. It's Gay Lawyer Sunday, and also 100 Girlfriend Sunday. What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, coming to you live, as always, from Studio SGG in the heart of Studiopolis Zone. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. Hello, Legit. Hello, NSM. Hello, Sleepy. Hello, Zach. Hello, Gabe. Hello. Oh, God! Can we at least wait until my introductions are done before we throw ducks at me? Thanks. Hello, Gabe. Hello, Myers. And hello, Havoc. Welcome, welcome. So glad you guys could join me. Thank you so much for being here. Ah! I've got to figure out why I do. Why do I always get double ducks? Why am I getting double ducks now? I don't understand. Oh my goodness. I forgot that the 100 Girlfriends is still airing. We're still here! We're still here! We've only got 2 episodes left, but we're still here! We've got the episode airing later today, and then next Sunday will be the season finale. So we can all be sad about that together. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be streaming next Sunday or not, but we'll see. But welcome everybody. Yes, it looks like the winter anime season is wrapping up, and it's time to get hyped for spring and summer. I saw a couple of y'all talking about your which ones you're looking forward to for spring and summer, and I'd love to get more recommendations. So please keep hitting me with all the cool stuff that's coming out in spring and summer. I would love to check it out if I have the time. There is actually one series that is coming out in spring, I believe. The Dinner Detective. Apparently, it's a debutante girl who also solves mysteries. And it looks really, really fun. So I'm very much looking forward to checking that out. Of course, later in summer, Dandadan Season 2 returns. Very much looking forward to that. The Anna Green Gables anime is coming out too. You know, I remember reading Anne of Green Gables back when I was a child. But I remember nothing about it now. But I don't know, I may check it out. I remember I didn't hate the book, so maybe worth checking out. Hello, Boots! Welcome! Thanks for tuning in! The Dinner Detective sounds like that improv thing you did last year. Yeah. the murder mystery dinner theater thing? Yeah, it does sound like that, but I think this is something kind of different. It's an Amazon series with a dub apparently from South Africa. Really? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'll definitely take a look at that. I love the concept of it, and I was really into the trailer. So that's one that I'll probably be checking out. I'm hoping it's good. Dress Up Darling Season 2, and This Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Awesome. I need to catch up on Season 1 of Dress Up Darling, actually. I remember really enjoying it. I love the concept of it, but I wasn't able to watch all of it because, you know, things got in the way. For fans of Oh My Goddess, the seiyuu for Belle Dandy is the mom of the seiyuu voicing Anne for Anne Shirley. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cute. God, Oh My Goddess. That is a throwback and a half. That is a throwback and a half there. Also, new Black Butler airing this spring. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming out. Hopefully I'm in some of it. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got some, ooh, actually, I may have to switch headsets real quick. My wireless headset is about to die on me. So, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I gotta plug in my old standby here. I know it's coming in through the mic. It's fine. It's fine. All right, hang on. Let me get out here. So yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. My input and output stuff is all goofy now. Because I can hear the music coming in from the computer, but it shouldn't be coming in through the computer. There we go. There we go. Now we're back. Doesn't sound quite as good, but we're back. Did the audio change at all on stream? Or was it just me? So yes, thanks for holding on, guys. That was slight, not scuff, but I didn't charge my wireless headphones. Oops. Okay, cool. Just me. Fantastic. So yes, to answer the question, yes, I did get a new mic setup. I now have a Rode NT1 microphone with a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 interface, and so far it sounds great. We haven't had any issues yet, but I think we're in good shape. Hopefully this will solve the scratching issue. If it doesn't, I'm gonna put my fist through this freaking monitor, because oh my god. It would be funny if they had a rom-com simuldub where Travis plays a guy that picks the waifu voiced by SGG over the waifu picked by Sarah. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. It's actually been a lot of fun working with Travis on 100 Girlfriends this season and last season. So I wouldn't mind us working together again on another show. It's really fun. He brings a really good energy to his performances that I then try to match myself, or maybe he's matching up my energy. I don't know what it is, but we work well together. So I would not be opposed to working on more shows with him. That being said, I am very much looking forward to today's episode of 100 Girlfriends. I know I've been talking about it, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm so excited, and I'm so curious as to how you guys will like it. But anyway, that'll come later. That'll be after the stream. Go check it out after the stream. It's usually done once the stream is posted. But let's do it. Let's get gay. Let's go back to Gay Lawyer Sunday, shall we? All right. Got my controller, got my... That shouldn't be going there. Okay. All right, here we go. It's been a bit since we've done this, so I might need a little bit of a refresher, because we ended up not doing Gay Lawyer Sunday last week because of this and that. I'm glad that there's no serious love triangle with 100 Girlfriends. Yeah. Like, right at the very beginning, everyone thought that it was going to be Hakari and Karine, but no, I love that trope immediately got shot down. Like, right away. That was beautiful. Beautiful. So, last time, we have been investigating the case that was, the final case of Gregory Edgeworth. But now, all of the suspects have returned to the exact same place, and another crime has occurred. The poisoning of one of the, potential suspects in the last case. So now Edgeworth is picking up where his dad left off, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. Revelations to follow, but that's kind of where we left off last time. How close am I to completing the second game? At this point, I'd say I'm like halfway through case number 3.
Objection!
So I'll say we're probably around the midway point at this point. Just based on, like, what I know of the game. I think we're around the midway point. Probably not gonna finish it until, summer. At the pace that I'm going, probably won't be until summer. And then we will be doing I will be voice acting another game on Sundays that is, yet to be determined. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and continue with Turnabout Legacy. At least it's not a love dodecahedron. You know what? By the end of season 3, we may have a dodecahedron on our side. I know you said decahedron, but I'm just throwing in D20. What are you gonna play after Paper Mario 1000 Year Door? That is also to be determined. I'm not sure quite yet what we're gonna be doing with... Whoa! I am going to completely butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Haplopatry? Haplopatron, I think is what it's supposed to be. But anyway, welcome! Welcome! Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for supporting the channel. Glad you're here. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do after 1000 Year Door. It might end up being another Nintendo game. But we'll see. If anything, I might put it to a vote when we get to the final chapter of Paper Mario, which will probably be up here in the next few weeks. So, if you guys have any suggestions for stuff you'd like to see me play, let me know. All right. April 2nd, 12:05 p.m., Zodiac Hall, Autumn Wing.
They sure are taking their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess.
I've been away for 2 weeks. Give me a minute, Kay, please.
Sorry to keep you losers waiting. But wait no longer. I won the race to find Alicia Scone, and here she is.
Oh boy, here we go. Time to bust out the Scottish again. Haplo of Hap. Okay, Haplo. Thanks for tuning in, Haplo. Glad to have you here.
Oh, hello, dearies. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Alicia Scone, purveyor of the world's most wondrous wares. Purveyor of the most wondrous wares a pharmacist can offer at your service.
Remember, she wasn't actually a baker. She was a pharmacist.
Delicia to my pals, and even Miss Delicious to some. Well, you can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want. Alright, right, Winnie Pooh. Whatever you say. Lovely to meet you, dearie.
So much for call me the winner. I love that she just completely dissed. She completely dissed Eustace without even realizing it. Uh-oh, we got an auto-tune. First off, hello, Bushmaster. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's put the auto-tune on. All right, is the auto-tune on? Sounds like it. All right, are we good? There we go. That should do it. That should do it. All right.
Oh, have we met before, young man?
Oh, did we get a new vocab word dropped in the chat? Heck, tag. Oh, good God. All right. Oh, how do you say this? Hectaton takai. Jesus Christ. Hekaton takai henagon. Hekaton takai henagon. There we go. There we go. I think that was correct. That's a heckin' long word. I'm just calling it a heckin' gone. Just so I don't have to pronounce that word again. It's a heckin' gone. Oh, but there you go. There's your word for the day, guys. Have fun with that.
Oh, have we met before, young man?
Get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son.
Oh, well, I never. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles.
If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do.
I love all the stupid nicknames this woman gives. Cooking Mama 7 looks great! Yeah! Oh my god. Yeah, kind of a little bit, doesn't she? Hello, Stumpy! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in! What is she cooking? I don't know. We already established that she's not a baker, so I assume she's mixing up drugs in there. Oh boy. I just realized what I said. She's mixing up medicines in there. Medicines, not drugs. So it might be. Who the hell knows anymore? I wonder if she and the Swedish chef would get along. Oh my god, they wouldn't be able to understand one another. Their accents are both too thick, but I love it. I have a few ideas for Sunday games. Maybe a Danganronpa game like Project Eden, Kill Cure, Beautiful Vice, or AI The Siminium Files. AI Siminium Files is on the list for games for me to check out. I've also got a few more that I'm looking at as well, but I haven't wanted to look at AI, so that is absolutely a possibility for the next Sunday stream games. So we'll see. The Cooking Mama Baking Bag crossover. Everyone is gone. More like the crossover nobody asked for, but people need. It could just be Kusari. It could also just be one of Kusari's relatives or something. But then she'd have to say yup yup all the time. No. How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, Greggy Peg Legs, boy. And all grown up, too. Oh, make me feel my age, why don't ya?
I wonder just how old she is.
Yeah, I love that nobody has aged in like what is this, in 15 years since this initial crime took place, and absolutely nobody has aged. Oh, here she comes.
Eustace, I believe we have some questions for our pharmacist.
Oh yeah! What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? Why, I came to see dear old Moody Judy, of course. been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's gonna stop me visiting her now.
She's a halfling, clearly, so they age very slow. Okay, fair point. I think we all agree that she is in fact a halfling.
I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, hang on. That voice doesn't fit, hang on.
I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, I didn't do much really. I just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor. Wow! You can make an antidote just like that? Oh, yes, dearie. As long as I've got the right ingredients, I can throw...
This accent is making me trip up on my tongue. Hang on a second.
As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. It certainly helps that the medical room is well equipped, though. We were much better off taking him here than losing vital minutes taking him to the hospital. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him, innit? And do you know the victim, Miss Delicious? Oh, yes. Well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last seen him. Apparently, he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world. Or so they say. Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure. Oh, yes, dearie. He was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, I said.
Wow. So the old dogs really went to Zhangfa and upped his game, just like he said he would. Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand. Miss Scone, are you familiar with a substance known as Infesticide Ultra?
Of course, dearie. You use it well, get rid of you know what. Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in the shops.
Hello, Tyron. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your weekend.
Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what?
The little blighters that frighten the life out of poor innocent ladies like yours truly, that's what! Ghastly little creatures, running around people's nice clean kitchens and terrorizing them! Oh, I get it. Those.
Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemicals asphyxian and ubiquium are combined?
Oh, yes? It's right there in the Infesticide Ultra instructions. Do not mix with products containing ubiquium. Ever! Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? Effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death. And poor old Gusty very nearly didn't make it. To make that much gas, you need, probably 500 milliliters of each chemical, I'd say.
Wow, that is very precise. Almost too precise, madam. Pharmacist or not. I did see the tweet that you posted. Thanks so much for purchasing the manga. Thanks for the support. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. I think we commented on the silliness of the chemical names. Asphyxian. You might as well call it deathsprin. Like aspirin, but death. Oh, man.
Well, she certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist.
Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's why they use it in everything. Asphyxian's more watery and it's white in colour.
That will do. Thank you.
My accents have improved. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are clearly well informed, Miss Scone.
As well as I should be, dearie. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for.
Oh, there we go. And there's the sus. smash Gavel. I mean, yeah. Next, okay, I'm calling it right now. The next Souls-like game I play, I'm going to play as Gavel, and I'm going to use exclusively hammers. So not far off from what I'm doing in Elden Ring right now. But but yeah, I'm absolutely gonna play as Gavel in my next Souls-like game, whether or not I stream it or not. I'm definitely playing as Gavel. I mean, she talks like she's out of a Bloodborne. I mean, come on.
Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, then don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully, terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you wanted to.
Yes, Miss Scone. Very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know. Strange. I thought she suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes me wonder if she has some other angle in mind.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch off voice mod. Thank you very much for the redeem, Sleepy. Thank you. Gavel looks like Miles' sister. Really? You think so? I don't see much of a resemblance between the two. Let me guess, Eustace and Gavel are going to get Delicia arrested. That's kind of what I thought too, but apparently there's something else going on?
Oh, what is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir. Turns out the sculpture's glass display case is open up from the top.
Huh? That's rather unusual.
And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Pisces case was kept at 26 degrees. Dang near got my hand stuck to it.
Oh, we're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Oh yeah, they found something on the underside of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of ubiquium.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, that's odd. If there was ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid. It would, huh? So how did things wind up as they are now?
I think Kay might be able to help us figure out just that. Or at least, Mr. Thief might.
You guys are that desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away!
I mean, at least he admits that he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. But, whatever. Anything for the truth.
Whoa, what?
Before you get too carried away, the Goddess of Justice has no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves. Ouch! Why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Oh, wait. Don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out. I am not required to explain myself to you. But if you feel that you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it will be worth our while to keep you around. What exactly does she have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation. You heard the lady, Smiles. Somebody opened the Pisces case and let out that gas. Considering what we've learned so far, there's only one person it could possibly be, no? Yes, the answer is indisputable. In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas?
Am I the only one worried that Gavel's character is a little inconsistent? She seems antagonistic for no reason sometimes. Yeah, but we kind of had the same complaints about feel like we had the same complaints about Lang. But also, they straight up said up front that he hates prosecutors, so we were able to kind of hand wave that away. Gavel's... There's definitely a lot more going on with Gavel than we realize right now. Like, I can't begin to tell you what that might be, but there is definitely something up with Gavel that she is not telling us. I get the feeling, and if I'm correct on this, please don't let me know. No spoilers. But I get the feeling that Gavel and Eustace both are being jerked around by this committee, and they're both puppets. Eustace, absolutely, because there is no way there's no way on God's green earth this guy should have been a prosecutor of any sort. But I feel like Gavel is also kind of having her strings pulled by the committee as well. This shadowy committee, who we still know nothing about. So that's kind of my theory as to maybe why she's so inconsistent. She's having her strings pulled, but also there are some times where she's trying to fight back. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell. It is inconsistent, but I'm hoping that it'll make more sense as we go along. I honestly hate Gavel right now. I can't wait for her to get better in future cases. Yeah, I mean, I find her intriguing. I mean, yes, she's definitely a pain in the ass, but I find her somewhat intriguing. I don't know, maybe I'm kind of soft on her. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's only one person that could have released the gas, because there was only one person that was in the room. And that was Carmelo himself.
Take that!
The victim, Carmelo Gusto, is the only person to have entered the Autumn Wing. Thus, only he could have opened the case. Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed. Immediately. Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Tell me what you want to see.
Let's use the data we've collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off.
On it! Beep boop beep bop. There we go.
Oh! Has Eustace not seen this yet? Because I do kind of like his cowering, his little cowering sprite here is kind of cool.
Don't scare me like that!
So, this is what you were talking about. You're Mr. Thief. Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquium frozen into the underside of the top part of the case.
Yeah, which is what's keeping that lid on real tight.
The actual glass lid's all cracked up though, right? Somebody really went to town on your little house there, huh, Pisces? And do we have any idea on how the glass might have come to be so cracked? Well, it don't look like the outer face inside of the glass suffered any damage. I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner-facing side. And we also know that it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer-facing surface. Thoughts? Ice cold. Makes me think of the way you glare some people, so.
Facts. Make me think about those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
Leave him alone, you two! I love that. I love that. They're both insulting him, and he's just barreling through, just sandbagging both of them. Beautiful.
It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice-cold glass from the outside will cause it to crack.
That was my thought, too, was a heat expansion.
Huh. Well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place?
Why indeed? A heat-cracked glass lid, lined on its underside with frozen ubiquium.
You look like the cat that got the cream, Malzerino. You know what happened, don't you?
I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case.
What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first!
It would have been quite the wait.
Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers.
How did Mr. Gusto open the case? I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's only one thing here that would create heat, and that'd be the blowtorch.
Take that!
Gavel, your comments about Edgeworth scowling are contributing enough to the case. You may leave. No, but there are weird girl assistants. Oh, Gumshoe's not a weird girl, but you know what I mean. The blowtorch showed signs of The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the autumn wing. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack.
A blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so he could open the lid.
Indeed.
You beat me to the answer by a second, but we'll see who wins in the end. Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Nuh-uh! It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand.
God, he really is the whiniest little punk, isn't he? Kay, would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. Winner can follow along too?
Sure. Just for him. All right, here goes.
Is it weird that I get like... weird, feuding brother-sister vibes off of Kay and Eustace a little bit? Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing. And while he was in here, he used this blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquium on the underside of the lid.
Uh-huh. And?
Wow, that is a lot of ubiquium, isn't it? As the ubiquium melted, it mixed with the asphyxion that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room, where he collapsed.
So, he opened the case, and out came the gas, huh?
Seems we got there in the end. But what? Fender, what the hell?
But why the heckadoodle doo did they want to open the case in the first place?
Yeah, like, who says heckadoodle-doo, though? Who says that like it's a completely normal thing to say?
Fender, bro! I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was.
I'm thinking he might have come here for the same reason I did. To check out not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. You remember, right? I thought this was where the winter wing was when we first got here.
That's right, they did confuse it.
Oh, caught you out too, my little lady lumpkin. I was ever so confused. What was it being where Chittywink's room was all those years ago? As if it the same little tray in front of the blessed door. Who wouldn't be at those 6 and 7s, eh?
Did everyone involved with the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look in the winter wing. Time to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winner, I suppose. Oh, how dare dare you say Eureka? Eureka's our thing! You don't get to say Eureka! We get to say Eureka! Just us! And our dad! I hate that he just completely stole our catchphrase with no flair.
Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer!
The answer to what exactly?
The man was going to end it all! Ow!
Thank you for the bonk. I don't know why I'm getting bonked. I'm rightfully upset that our catchphrase got stolen. Oh, thanks for the bonk, Tyrant.
A dramatic exit stage left sort of artsy-fartsy farewell.
Suicide? Really? That's what we're going with?
Have you been listening at all this whole time? At my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand exactly half of what's going on.
That's not the flex you think it is, dude.
Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winner's prerogative.
Winners? Sure! Thanks, Gabelle!
Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional.
Edgeworth-faced kids confirmed.
In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends?
Oh yeah! I totally forgot.
What is it now?
I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me. That's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now. Yeah. I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the poison gas trap! How could you say that?
I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives. And yet you use your expertise to try to take one.
Okay, so Delicia is being suspected.
I beg your pardon! How dare you! I did no such thing!
Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winner.
You bet I can. Get a load of this! This is Miss Delicious's pharmacist license. And it says right here that she's authorized to handle Infesticide Ultra.
A product that we have established contains asphyxian, one of the ingredients of our poison gas.
Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist!
Saying pharmacist with the same sort of intensity as you're accusing someone of being a killer.
I didn't do it! It's all such a terrible misunderstanding!
Objection!
And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket? No!
There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infesticide Ultra. And that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery, meaning you would have access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap
No, dear! Listen, you don't understand! The Investicide Ultra was stolen from me!
Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone.
I'm not lying! It's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it!
What is she looking for?
Oh, wait, that's not it. That's not it.
Wait. Why are you carrying that around for? That cloth looks familiar.
Here we go. I know it was in here somewhere. Look.
And what is this?
There's something written on it, I think.
April 1st, complaint filed. Offense, theft. Item stolen. Infesticide Ultra, 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft.
A what? You see, you silly billies. I told you someone pinched it off me. A week ago, no less.
By which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today?
That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost.
Well, isn't that a coincidence?
I always have some in my medical bag, just in case, you know. And I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but, well, I'd forget my head if it was screwed on. And now, thanks to silly old me, someone's going to mix up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff.
I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you?
Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear. You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around in people's nice clean kitchens types of them?
Are they talking about rats or roaches? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's roaches.
You could just roll up a newspaper and whack! One and done! Psst! Cavell! What do I do now?
Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report, just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Scone's story after all. She may be lying to us.
Oh! Good idea! Alright, I'm going to go give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere! So Miss Scone might not be guilty after all.
Indeed. If she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her.
So, who do you think did it, Smiles?
Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and the time and means to prepare. 2 factors which point to one very specific person.
Hello, EchoNet! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! I heard Eustace slander. I won't let this stand. Oh no! Am I attracting the Eustace stands now? I can't believe that they're Eustace stands, but welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll try to take it easy on the kid, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so there's only one other person that could have set this up, and I think I know who they're talking about.
Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy.
Who had the means to steal the Infesticide Ultra and dress one room up to look like another? The only other possible person it could be, the owner of the gallery themselves.
Take that!
Gotta be Judy. Surely, only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could possibly have prepared in such a way. That's a lot of alliteration you just used there, buddy. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory, nonetheless.
So, it was her, huh?
Strange. It's like he already knew.
Whew! Nice shooting, Mouserino. I might have to make that associate position a permanent deal.
That is not what I was hoping for.
I'm back with results! The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged, which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team.
You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash?
No! I mean, we're only just getting started.
I made my mic peak. Sorry about that. Oh? Then what's our next move?
First, we need to go talk to Miss Bound.
And then?
And then, I'll think about what to do after that.
Eustace, Mr. Gusto's real destination appears to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly.
Oh yeah! We should totally do that! Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing!
Yes, sir.
Gavel, we're going to talk to Miss Bound.
Very good, Eustace. We'll join you, if you don't mind. Alright. So then... Was Bound the suspect all those years ago too, and somehow she got away with it, or got like a light sentence? That's kind of what I'm thinking. We are near the end of the game, so we still think Eustace is total dead weight. Okay, that tells me that there's some sort of turnabout. That tells me there's some sort of turnabout there. All right, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for me. But am I gonna come around on Eustace too? I came around on Eddie, although he still kind of skeeves me out a little bit. But am I gonna come around on Eustace too? That's what I love about this game. I can start out totally hating somebody, and then by the end of the game, I absolutely love them and will defend them for the rest of my life. Pretty much exactly what happened with Edgeworth the first time I played Ace Attorney. Started out absolutely hating his guts, and now he's my little guy. He's my special little boy. Where's my plushie? I even made a plushie of him. That's how much of a special little boy he is to me. I only do that for characters I really, really love. All right, April 2nd, 1:35 p.m. Zodiac Hall Fountain Room.
Objection!
No, why? Why did I get the cat spray? I just said. Okay, well, thank you for the plushie at least.
I didn't see which plushie flew by. If that was actually the Edgeworth plushie, I was gonna laugh. But why do I get the cat spray? Just every time, huh? Even if it's a good thing, even if I'm not openly thirsting for him, whatever, it's fine. April 2nd, 1:35, Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. Go!
All right, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me. Hey, Mr. Winter, weren't we gonna go talk to Miss Bound ourselves? Oh, sure. But I thought, why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? Means I can just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy.
Oh, no, that's Edgeworth. That sounds like Kay should say that. You spoiled little...
He's so exhausting. I need a break. Huh? Hey, there's something in the fountain.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We now have two confirmed victims. All right, I gotta scoot back here so I don't destroy my new mic.
It's a party!
What on earth? Order in the court. Somebody call forensics. Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order! I will have order, detective! The ice sculptures in the winter wings! They've all melted! Wait, what the hell is going on here? What? No, I love that you. This is cute. Oh, my headphones are falling off. My headphones are falling off. Hang on. I love it. He was clearly supposed to say you, but he missed his cue. Stupid little idiot. I love him. See, I'm already starting to come around on him. Yeah, no, this is, where's Monokuma? Where's Monokuma at?
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, the class trial will begin!
I need to also play V3 at some point, too. Alright. What in the hell is going on here? What is the meaning of this?
Now we have 2 victims?
Yeesh. Talk about deja vu. It's just like 18 years ago. Even the ice has melted again.
Again?
This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coinkydink. You're with me, right, Malzarino? I am. And I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane.
Are we playing as Daddy Edgeworth again? Are we playing as Daddy Edgeworth? Are we gonna play as Gregory again? Yay! It sure seems that way!
I will save my progress. yeah. What the hell is going on here? Might as well be the tagline for this entire series. Okay. Well then. Let's keep going, shall we?
Get back to playing as Miles' dad. Yay!
Oh, but that also means I'm gonna have to do Manfred's voice too, aren't I? Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Flashback to 18 years ago.
I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last play.
Thank you.
I'm gonna snooze the ads for just a second.
I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case. Or that it's been 18 long years since. A murder at a confectionery contest, and one of the participants, no less, Artie Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was part of Sanson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau.
Thank you for the plushie.
He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. Found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle delicious scone made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away.
18 years ago. Alright, back to it. December 24th, 9:05 p.m. Contest venue, fountain room. There's a free episode of Hitman on stream that you can try out to see if you like it. Cool, I'll look into it. Thank you. It's almost Christmas. That's right. Oh man. It also depresses me knowing precisely what follows after this. Oh man. Alright, let me... Yep, there it is. There's the everyone's favorite Ace Attorney joke. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to remember what the voice was for Edgeworth's dad. It was close to Edgeworth's voice, just no accent, because there's no reason for Gregory Edgeworth to be British. Thank you for the ring, NSM, much appreciated.
All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms.
So what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just upped and kicked us out! Von Karma's a total jerk!
Now, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and prosecutor's office to investigate the scene.
Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth!
You can't assume that everyone's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person.
But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth?
It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations. To be friends to the friendless.
Friends to the friendless?
Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up.
Why does your son have an accent? He was born British. Okay, hang on. So my headcanon for this is, I feel like Edgeworth spent time in Europe growing up. Because I imagine... Well, according to... I know that Francisca studied in Germany, so I assume that Edgeworth studied abroad, too. And I just headcanon that he sort of picked up the accent. But I love it. I love it. It's canon, too! It's canon! He does have a very slight British accent, if you listen. I think way early on in the Investigations collection, somebody referred to Edgeworth's accent as, like, the LaCroix of British accents or something like that. I don't remember who that was, but that was hilarious, and I've never forgotten the quote. I may have forgotten who said it, but I never forgot the quote, because it just stuck with me so hard. By the way, today is Cindy Robinson's birthday. Some of you might know her as Amy Rose. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to ya! Thanks for all your hard work, is Amy.
Aw, you're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry. I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth.
You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough.
I will. I promise.
Up, and here comes Judy. Okay, so her hair is a little... Okay, so her hair is a little bit shorter. Her hair is a little bit shorter here than she was as a... Ah! All my rings! It's weird that the... It's weird that the, weird that the sound effect is playing, but the animation isn't. I'm gonna have to look into my, my throwing system before the next stream and see what's going on there. If I recall correctly, Kyle's A-Bear gave Miles a slight British accent in the Apollo Justice trilogy. Yes, you also heard it in the Ace Attorney TV little YouTube video they put out a few months ago, which I may or may not still go back to occasionally. In the Professor Layton crossover, Miles' brief cameo definitely gives him an accent. Okay, so I'm a little confused about something. Is Miles actually in the Professor Layton crossover, or is he not? Because I've seen the artwork and I've heard the voice clips, but I haven't actually seen him in the game itself. So was that like just a scrap thing that happened, or is he actually floating around in the game somewhere and I just haven't seen it because I'm trying to stay away from Professor Layton Ace Attorney in case I decide to play it later on, which I probably will, but it'll be well after we do Apollo Justice and Great Ace Attorney. So if he is floating around in there, fantastic. But yeah, everyone loves it that Miles has a inexplicable British accent. Uh-oh. Am I gonna have to sing again?
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Oh, phew, it's not a song. Phew.
I'm afraid this is all I have. But please, by all means. Whoa! You're the best, Miss Bound!
Chocolates! Why is the chocolate evidence? Why is the chocolate evidence? That's... Okay, whatever. That's worrisome. Chocolates. Tangaroa's favorites, handmade by Bound. Rather misshapen and incredibly sweet. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help. Although, these are a little too sweet for my liking. And a little... uniquely shaped.
I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
Oh, great! Oh, great! So sweet!
You're very kind. Imagine me, of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
Hello, Obama, and hello, Luigi! Welcome! So glad you guys could join us. Thanks for tuning in. We have jumped back to 18 years in the past and are playing as Daddy Edgeworth again. So, hooray!
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although, he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangaroa sure is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants sounds amazing!
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, nothing at all!
Oh, he does care about it. He's just like, oh, this little dear sweet summer child.
Dear sweet Ed, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound.
Of course! What right would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby, and Mr. Tangaroa took me in.
Oh, God. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. She's actually his daughter. Or something close to it.
That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion.
Yeah. It's May's backstory all over again. The only thing we're missing is the rainbow eyes and the maid uniform. Well, actually, no, she kind of has a maid uniform. Scratch that. But we're definitely missing the rainbow-colored eyes. Oh, boy.
He saved my life and became the father I never had. I can never repay him. So my work for him is the least I can do. And I'll be here for him as long as he needs me.
You know, I was kind of unconsciously putting on like a May-ish voice, so I'm really glad that actually worked out, because this is just straight up May's backstory.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard!
Gregory!
I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself.
Oh no! Greg's also a big softie! No! Oh, don't give me a soft old man, please. Those are my weakness. No. Fun fact, I have pica, and when I saw the animation of Eddie eating paper, I didn't even know what pica was back then. I was like, whoa, paper eater representation. Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. And the thing I love is that, like, I feel like Greg is actually, like, really open-minded. Like, he comes off as, like, really serious and stern, but the fact that he's just cool with Eddie eating paper and is not, like, losing his goddamn mind like everybody else reacts in Ace Attorney, I feel like he's got, like, a really open mind. I like that. I like that about him. That's good. That's good. And to think, today is Christmas Eve. And I can't even give him his present in person. I'd do anything to save him. Anything. Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it.
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final.
Why does she sound like the love interest that doesn't get the guy? That is a very specific way to describe her tone of voice. Are you trying to tell me something, Gundam? Also, hello, Gundam. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
My. They're stunning.
Aren't they? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Samson adored them too.
Oh, hey! That's Taurus and Gemini, right? I didn't know that you were keen on constellations in the zodiac, Eddie. Oh, I love it! The story those stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. You see the lyre? That's what that harp's called. And the arrow and the... hey, hold up. The lyre didn't have any strings. Huh. Did Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
That doesn't sound like something he'd forget to do.
Wait, really? But I thought you said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, I just... he didn't seem like the type.
I want a snow cone now. Not me! It is so stinking cold out here. It is cold and gross and miserable this weekend. Shaved ice is the furthest thing from my mind. I would much rather have a hot cup of tea. Actually, I did score a really delicious strawberry tea the other day from the Spice and Tea Exchange. It's so yummy. Ugh, I want a cup of it. I may grab a cup of it after my stream. I'd imagine the strings on the lyre would be hard to craft. If I were the judge, I would overlook that detail. Yeah, I was about to say, even though it's like super, super cold in there, the strings would be so damn skinny that it would be very difficult to craft that. Like, it's kind of the same way with the... So, my husband 3D prints minis. And sometimes the minis have, like, super, super intricate little details. Like one strand of hair could be out of place and is so fragile it can break just by putting your thumb on it wrong. So, yeah, I imagine that the strings would be too fragile to craft properly, but... Who knows? This is Ace Attorney. There's gonna be some goofy reason that doesn't make sense, except in the very specific context of this case. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I'm talking too much. I'll save. Thank you very much, EchoNet. By the way, it is my husband's birthday today, and we're gonna go out to eat and celebrate after the stream. So, say happy birthday to my husband, guys! I don't know if he's watching right now or not, but if he is, everybody wish my husband a happy birthday in the chat. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
It seems she's got something to hide, too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound?
Yes, I used this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Whoa! I'd love to see it in action!
Then why don't I take your picture?
Oh, yes! Come on, Mr. E! Let's get a shot of both of us!
Well, all right then. Would be a shame to waste a good hair day.
A good hair day, huh? A little bit of vanity there.
Ready? Say cheese! There! All done! And the picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! That's such a cool camera!
Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame.
So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangaroa used this same camera during the contest?
Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' work.
But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway?
Yes. Samson wanted pictures of all the entrants' completed rooms. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work.
Well, isn't that convenient?
So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
Yes. The number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
But had he really, though?
There's something suspicious about this camera.
I went out to the living area to change the film, and was passing through the fountain room on my way back, when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Samson's room. Samson? Are you in here? Ah! Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember, I called the police, and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera, it's been with me ever since.
Yeah, this is very suspicious. This is very suspicious. I agree.
I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera and this picture, Miss Bound.
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
I do love that Miles inherited the little bow from him. I do love that. That's so cute. Instant camera takes photos that develop instantly. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining. So 17 photos are floating around somewhere. 17 photos. Including the one that we got. Here we go.
Detective Bad! Miss Scone! Are they done investigating?
Oh, they're done with me, that's for certain. That big meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequins will be the end of me. The cheek of him.
I guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run you off too, Detective Bad? Yeah. Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Why would Mr. Von Karma go so far as to exclude his own lead detective?
Because he is corrupt AF! Trust me, you're gonna find that out for yourself, Greg. In the worst way possible.
Still, got a pretty good look at scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. What about? About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room?
That's right. And I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment, as the guy who melted Frost's work. But is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room? Got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours.
Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us?
Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid? I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. Detective?
Really, Detective Bad? Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this.
Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge.
Yeah! You tell him, Bad!
If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now can I, Mr. Edgewood? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bound.
Wow! I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E! Well, I haven't the foggiest what you are going on about. But here's the new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph. Here.
That was the wrong face. Oh.
This is what Frost's room looks like right now.
Yikes! There's nothing left of his flavored ice sculptures but puddles!
The floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this. Yeah, once I was out of the socket, the display cases lost power, and up the temperature went.
It looks like they were all connected to the same power strip.
Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope. Still working on that.
Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste. You can say that again! I should have taken a few more bites out of them when I had the chance! So they tasted good? Oh, did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life! Really? Oh man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. Ugh, that was unbearable.
The salty bit?
It's in the other photos you got there. This bit, the halby thing.
Gemini's lyre.
Wait, that's why it had those strings? Because you ate them?
Okay. Yep. I told you it was gonna be some dumbass reason why it didn't have strings. I told you, didn't I? Didn't I call it immediately? Whenever a character says Mr. Edgeworth in this flashback, I expect Miles to appear somehow. Yeah, it is a little weird. It is a little weird for there to be two Edgeworths now. Well, I mean, now being the past, but you know what I mean.
I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you. It was all horrible and salty.
So why would the strings be salty when everything else is sweet?
It's interesting that only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Come to think of it, I did. There was a funny little mark on Chillywink's work. It was 2 little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. There we go. It looked just like that. TH.
Okay, well, it's definitely not It looks like PH, but that I know that can't be what it is. That's like too obvious. If you flip it around, it's HD, but I don't know. That doesn't have any relevance either yet, so not sure. Interesting.
It's almost like a signature or something. Wait.
I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound, but are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well?
What? No, I barely knew him, I swear.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's the panic sprite. There's the panic sprite. I think Judy is our culprit. PH, as in pharmacist. The culprit is Dr. Doofenshmirtz. In that case, we need to get Clary the Platypus to investigate this, right? I mean, to be fair, Greg is kind of dressed like Perry a little bit. I hate that I made that. I hate I made that connection, but there you go.
Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work.
No, I just... The sculptures were so carefully made, I didn't think he'd miss something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that.
Okay. Is this gonna be a bit? Is this gonna be a bit? Perry the pharmacist. No. He takes off the hat and it's like... It's like, a defense attorney puts the hat on. Gregory Edgeworth! God, that is one of the dumbest jokes I've made on this channel yet. Oh, but I love it. I love it. Oh, man.
What makes you say that?
I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possession. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So what are these two pieces of evidence of yours?
Which two items point to Mr. Frost? Well, it would be... The seal, obviously, is one of them. Let me see if I can pick out the other one. Crime scene notes, the salt lamp. No, the teapot. Oh! I didn't realize you could examine the teapot. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! PH! Gregory, I love it.
Hey, look! There's something stamped on the bottom! It says PH! I suppose that must be Paul Halleck's pottery mark. Those are his initials, after all. Miss Bound said she's a big fan of his work. His initials, huh? So if I made it, it would say EF! Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first.
Okay, so there we go. There we go. So it's the teapot and the thing, but I actually haven't investigated this thoroughly. Let me see if there's anything else I can glean here.
Yes, what a gorgeous design.
Really? This seems a bit out there to me. Like, how do you even get your tea in there?
Art isn't about function, Eddie. It's about form.
Guess we'll have to take your word for it, Mystery. This art stuff's way beyond me.
Alright. Anything else? Alright, well, we know now. We know now it's the teapot, so...
Take that!
And now, the second.
Take that!
Ba-boom!
Miss Scone found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculpture. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not.
Oh, that's right, dearie. It's just like you said. Chillywink statues had the letter PH carved in them, plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF? You would think so, but take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket. And when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halleck. From that, we can assume that these same letters would mark any item out as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes. I know that he always marks his work with initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so the only way to know his work, it's the only way to know his works are truly his. So Artie Frost is actually Paul Halleck. Okay, got it.
You mean Paul Halleck was... That's right, Detective. Artie Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact
A famed sculptor!
Mr. Frost was in fact none other than famed sculptor Paul Halleck.
There's that classic Ace Attorney cutaway. You love to see it. You love to see it.
What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halleck were the same person?
It's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you said he was. It was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright, I'll have the boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit it. You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was.
I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halleck. Imagine his entries in a confectionery contest for his final legacy. A great man like that.
And be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
Why are you asking me that?
The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
Oh, it's... I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during judging.
Objection.
Yeah, see, I can't stand Gregory's objections. I feel like it's too light of a voice for him.
Objection! I am afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging, and that you've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangaroa had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
This suggests that you only took 2 pictures with the new film. One of Mr. Frost's body, and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures?
It would be the camera itself. There's 3 shots remaining. There should be only 2, right?
Take that.
Yes, his voice does sound a lot younger. Also, it blows my mind that he looks this old, but apparently his listed age is 34. And the game made him look this old. I would be an absolute hag in this series. Oh, dear.
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to the police, and the picture of Mr. Frostroom to me.
Oh, and you gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too!
3 photographs in total, and yet, the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining, out of a total of 20. You took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then, we'll finally learn what you were really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess. I've been lying to you.
These are all shots of Frostroom.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle.
And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me. It was you?
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halleck's work, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined, what with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
And how did that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing.
By mistake? Are you sure?
I didn't notice it at the time, but oh, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces?
That seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. But I'm not in a position to refute it either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth.
What he said! No hard feelings, Miss Bound!
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth, picture's yours. Hope it helps.
Alright, so 2 photos. One from Bound and one from Bad. That's exactly why I prefer ProZD's fan-dub voice over the real thing. So yeah, I have not seen the official fan-dub. I am not, I say official fan-dub, that's not a thing. I stayed away from the fan-dub, from the fan translation of Ace Attorney Investigations. Specifically because I was hoping that they would release it in English one day, and they did. Hooray. But I am familiar with ProZD's Edgeworth voice, Gregory Edgeworth voice, and that is kind of what I'm basing my voice for him off of as well, is that particular voice. I guess they wanted to try and make Edgeworth sound similar to his son, but I think they went too far. They went too far. It just sounds like Miles all over again. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the same VA, but they didn't really do anything to change the voice. So I don't know. I don't like it. I hear ProZD's voice as Gregory Edgeworth in my head, as I'm sure a lot of fans do, and that's kind of what I'm basing mine on. You made a great performance. This would be a what if with 100 Girlfriends in Ace Attorney. There is an Ace Attorney style fan game of 100 Girlfriends. Unfortunately, I can't play it on the stream for reasons, but I love that that's a thing that exists now. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go! Time to bring out the Starscream voice.
Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation.
Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless.
It seems you don't know when to shut up either. But I commend you on your stubbornness.
Uh-oh. Ma'am, whatever you're about to do, it's not gonna work.
Mr. Von Karma. I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry. And you too, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Karma agrees.
Okay, well that means you're the suspect then. If Mr. Von Karma says you didn't do it, then you actually did it, and he's gonna make everyone believe that you didn't. You're the real suspect then, aren't you? Aren't you, Gusto?
Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure. I was...
There we go.
Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Judy Bound, you're coming with me. I have reason to believe that you're an accomplice of the accused, Samson Tangaroa.
No,
I will be interrogating you personally. So you had better get your story in order.
I understand.
Wait, please! I'm not done questioning her myself!
Do you think I care because? Bad, Gusto, and you, Scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers.
Fine by me.
You could at least ask nicely, mannequin.
And there goes it. Wait! Did anyone else notice that Gusto was doing a goddamn crab walk off the side of the screen? Did anybody else see the crab walk? Because I sure did. All right, well, Von Karma just took all our suspects away. He sounds like an Aussie. That's not what I'm going for! Okay. So long ago, when I first started doing the Ace Attorney Gay Lawyer Sunday fan dubs, not fan dubs. I guess it is kind of a fan dub. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. When I first started streaming this series, I gave the chat a choice between a big, deep, intimidating voice for Von Karma or Starscream from Transformers. And the chat overwhelmingly wanted me to give Von Karma a Starscream voice. So that's what I'm doing here with Von Karma. It destroys my voice, but goddamn, it's funny. I'm sorry if it's coming off as Aussie Drunko, but, you know, it's been a while since I've done the voice, so I'm a little rusty. Pun completely intended, by the way.
He took literally everyone with him. Indeed. Well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It is rather late. I hope the snow is let up.
You're right. Home time.
I guess my stomach's in agreement too. All right, let's go grab a burger before my own stomach starts grumbling too.
Sounds good to me. Let's eat up and rest up. We'll need to be fighting fit for tomorrow.
We will indeed. And our first port of call will be with Mr. Tangaroa.
To be continued. All right, we are kind of blowing through this, aren't we? These are actually much shorter parts than I was anticipating. If Manfred said you're innocent, you did the crime. Exactly, it's exactly what I'm saying. If he says you're innocent, then you're actually hella guilty. Everything is opposite day with Von Karma. That it's perpetual opposite day. That's what this is. Also, hearing you as non-tsundere Karane is super bizarre. Ah, I guess that means the episode dropped finally. Oh, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see. What time is it? I feel like I haven't been going for all that long. What do you say, guys? Do we want to do one more part, or do we want to go ahead and call it here? Regardless, I need to... Whoa! Where'd all my save data go? No. Okay, that's fine. I moved my controller aside, and then everything went crazy. Let's see. I hate to just cut it off here because I'm like really getting into it, but at the same time, up to you, homie. Okay, tell you what, we're gonna do one more part. Oh, we had no idea how long the next part's gonna be. I'm a little hesitant to say more. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we go on for a little bit. So, tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll call it here for today. Because I really do want to check out the new 100 Girlfriends because I'm really excited about how this episode turned out. And we will pick it up. Maybe not next week, but in 2 weeks' time for sure. I may or may not be streaming on Sunday. I have more family coming into town this weekend. Hopefully it'll be a little less dramatic than last time. But I'm not sure what my Sunday looks like right now. But I can tell you that the next stream is going to be on Monday. We'll be back to Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. And then we're also going to be doing Elden Ring, perhaps a little bit earlier than normal. But we will be doing Elden Ring, so, be sure and tune in for that. I will let you guys know, on social whether we're gonna be doing Gay Lawyer Sunday next week or not. 2 weeks is Easter. That's true! Is it not kosher for me to have a Gay Lawyer Sunday on Easter Sunday? Is there something wrong with that? I feel like there might be something wrong with that, but whatever. We're gonna do it anyway. Maybe. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. Keep it tuned into my socials, and I will come out with a definitive answer. Won't you have plans? Not particularly this year. Family's actually coming in a week early, so any family celebrations we're gonna have are gonna take place next weekend, instead of on Easter weekend. Besides, I got work, so I kind of can't really do much of anything anyway. I approve as a Catholic. Well, thank you. That's helpful. that makes me feel better. Anyway, next stream will be tomorrow night at 7, so be sure and tune in there. For now, go check out the new episode of 100 Girlfriends. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I really look forward to discussing it all with you tomorrow night. For now, though, this is SGG signing off. Stay super, everybody, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye!